Welcome back, everyone. Today I wanted to talk about the fact that Obama has built the coffin for America's deterrent in the world. Barack Obama has changed the policy in the United States on the self-defense of this country. He has declared that the United States will not use its nuclear arsenal to defend this nation against countries that have abided by the Nuclear Proliferation Treaty, meaning any country that has not developed nuclear weapons is now free to attack the United States of America with biological or chemical weapons, and the response from the United States of America will not be nuclear. Will not be nuclear. It will be conventional. Robert Gates came out yesterday from the Pentagon, and he said that they will be met with a overwhelming conventional force. Now that's absolutely ridiculous, because everybody knows that the United States of America's conventional force is basically pretty much depleted. I mean, we're still pretty powerful, but I mean we're getting beat up every day. Our equipment, our guns, our bullets, our soldiers, everything is being depleted as we speak. They're not really. They're cutting the budget in the military. And what's happening is the things that we're using every day, bullets and guns and tanks and Humvees and all of these things are going to be in short supply. Just like after Clinton was done, we didn't have we didn't have up-armored Humvees, we didn't have good vests for our soldiers, and Bush got blamed for that, going into the war not being prepared. Well, he went to the war with the military that Clinton provided for him. And this is what Obama's doing now. He's depleting our resources, our military resources, by cutting the funding. But now he's taking off the table the deterrent which would keep these countries from attacking us with with a chemical or biological weapon. Do you understand that? The only thing preventing them from doing that is that right now, well, prior to yesterday, we had a deterrent. Those people knew that if they wiped out a city in the United States of America, that we would, at least they thought we would, wipe them out with a nuclear weapon, and now that's off the table. Can you imagine the United States of America being in Iraq right now, being in Afghanistan right now, being in I don't know how many other countries we're in? Could you imagine if let's say Egypt or another Middle Eastern country hit us with a biological weapon? Could we really go into that country with conventional warfare? Seriously? We have the resources to do that? Do we have the money to do that? I mean, I believe that we're printing money left and right to take care of our domestic entitlement issues. You know what I'm saying? We're borrowing money from China so that we can pay, all of these promises that the unions and our government has promised. And it's really the unions, because the unions have taken over the government. All the government employees are union employees that now the government has to pay the entitlement for. And that's why they have to raise our taxes. That's why they're doing this health care bill. But can you imagine? Do you seriously believe we have enough money to go into some place and fight a conventional war in the Middle East? Another one? Another front? No, we don't. Barack Obama is making us unsafe. Do you not understand that? Do you know what we're doing right now? Do you know what this country is doing? We are destroying our military. That's what they're doing. That's what this government's doing. China and Russia are building their militaries right now, while we're depleting ours. Their tanks and their Humvees and their armored personnel carriers are all shiny, brand new, waiting to be used. They didn't spend all this money for those things to sit there and rust. They're preparing. While ours, theirs are brand new, remember, shiny, brand new, ready to go. China's got billions of people, soldiers. And all of our tanks and Humvees and up-armored vehicles and personnel carriers are in the repair shop. So now we're going to take off the only thing that we do have the lead on, and that is our nuclear weapons. We're going to take these things off the table. Have you ever heard of proxy wars? Have you ever heard of those? They happen all the time. One government sponsors another government to go in and attack for them. What's stopping China and Russia from committing proxy wars, knowing that we can't attack these countries with nuclear weapons? I mean, seriously. It's taken years to build up this deterrent that has kept the world relatively safe from nuclear weapons. Seriously. When was the last nuclear weapon used? We used it. On Japan. I mean, that's it. Do you understand what they're doing here? They're weakening our country. These Marxist socialists that are in the White House that do not love America like we do. They want to control it. They want to control the people. They're pushing for some world government, and that's what's happening. You know, eventually our military is going to be too expensive, and the UN will just, you know, contribute a little money and resources, and it will be cheaper for us. You understand? They're setting a reformation. They're beginning the reformation for dismantling our military. That's what this is all about. That's what they do. They take small steps. Obama has built the coffin for America's deterrent. And America's military, for that matter. God bless America.